transcribed Book of Life, Light and Dark Forces, audio version, chapter 1. And let's have a little entertainment first.
Are y'all there? Are y'all there? I said, are y'all there? See, y'all don't hear me out there. Y'all, Kentucky's full of people that need to hear me. Even though I am passed away, I'm still Stephen Darby. Are y'all there? 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 God. Okay, you just banged your head. Are you alright? Come on. You weren't supposed to jump up there, even though you're a little tiger. You're gonna hurt yourself. Okay, I'm not gonna cut this clip. I'm gonna keep it rolling. Jesus. Jesus. Perfect name. She did come in at the right time. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you all to the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show featuring the newly transcribed Book of Life, Light and Dark Forces. We are now in the phase of the program where the most potent and most valuable information can be found. From this point on, ladies and gentlemen, you will have an opportunity to gain the greater awareness you've been seeking. I ask that you Please bear with me, for this is something I do not normally do. I'm not normally on camera. I thank you for being patient with me over the last few months. By the way, I know that you certainly have been waiting to hear the rest of what the Most High has brought to us for us to undertake. For those of us who believe in a Most High. I will be, let me first say to all of you individuals who have never looked at any of my previous videos, I would like to say to you that my name is Messenger Christopher Spirit World X the Mahdi. That's my handle on YouTube. And of course, I do not do any other activity on any other platform at the moment. I, of course, chose the name Christopher Spirit World X because realizing after 20 years of having my reality kind of tweaked in such a way that I started to look beyond what I see, taste, touch, smell, and hear. Over the last 20 years, I've come to a unbelievable precipice, and that moment came a year and a half ago to a very serious degree, and that precipice was the crystallization of my awareness with the omniscient, omnipotent, interdimensional, multi-frequency awareness of what we know as the Most High. I am still under the guidance. By the way, I am the long ago prophesied to come melanated Messiah. There I am the 12th Buddha as well. There are many faith systems who have been waiting for this moment. And why have they been waiting for this moment in time? For those who are timeless and out of time. Because you and I have been on a long electromagnetic conscious journey as positive, high vibrational radio frequency conscious control collectives. Now, of course, the arrangement of the passing and activating, or the passing through our program and activating fail-safe protocol bloodlines to be activated. The arrangement of those bloodlines, it isn't important at this moment. However, you and I are all immortals. We have been on a long electromagnetic journey. Okay? The pyramids, of course, are symbolic representations of our three-divisional trinity. One period is, well, the biggest pyramid, I don't know its area. I don't know either of their area. However, I know that one is larger than the next, and then the next. All three of those pyramids, of course, are placed in the positions they are placed in to represent our connection to our high side, or our three-divisional electrochemical trinity. It's an electrochemical magnetic trinity. It's not solid, liquid, and gas. That's one trinity within this three-divisional trinity. You have solid, liquid, and gas. You have Jekyll, Hyde. And these are the two soul supports that allow us who have an immortal psycho-biogenetic code to convert through this matrix program magnetically, activating positive and negative, what they call karma, and of course having to, as a result, deal with the comfortable or uncomfortable conditions through by way of a physical medium. For instance, your boyfriend might come into the house and just be upset with you for some reason and you don't know why. Or she may do it to you. Or they may come in the house and with a hatchet. She might do it herself. These days, folks, at the end of this electromagnetic journey, we are not only dangerous people running around with an artificial masquerade. Please, stop. You cannot do that. You're not going anywhere. I am not letting you go out again. Forget about it. Please forgive me. I'm dealing with my children. Dangerous minds we are at this moment in time. Masquerading as if the artificial bright lipstick and dark eyeliner and fake eyelashes and straight hair and dainty, I'm innocent, please accept me, is all a farce. We are dangerous people. And how do we know? The Bible tells us we've been waxing worse over the last few hundred years. Generations, as a matter of fact. Since what they call the fall of the angels, the Bible has the story of 2/3 of the angels in heaven decided they were going to leave with Lucifer. Lucifer's chair on the right side sat empty, and now Christ sits on the right side. It also tells you the story of Adam and Eve and their fall after choosing to allow themselves to be influenced and coerced by the serpent. There are many different renditions of the fall. One of the best renditions of the fall can be found in the Egyptian hieroglyphs, the tale of Osiris and Isis, where they discuss traveling through the underworld. There's an upper world, like there's a heaven. But the underworld that they're speaking of is this place that we find ourselves right now in this Matrix program. And the transgenerational electromagnetic passing that the Meta-Netter describes, we would pass through, getting worse with our cultural traditions, industrialism and modernism that pays no regard, that has paid no regard for hundreds of generations to any life forms on this planet under them by force and coercion. We were manipulated and our identities, what we of course came to be customized to know our identities, were weaved into a treacherous, very diabolical plan. And at the present moment, the individuals who have been in control of that diabolical plan, those who control the banks, those who control the churches. These individuals wish to continue on with that narrative. But it makes no sense for you to continue on, by the way. White pastors, black pastors, I can assure you there is no reason to continue doing this. The only reason you had to pray for the Lord to help you with your issues for so long and to save you is so that you, being in a fallen state after the fall, could continue to have a conscious vibrational connection to our highest side, which we, by the numbers, remember, one grew into 2/3 in the story. So it's always by the numbers, no matter who wrote the narrative or what the narrative's about. It's always about when it comes to the build-up of a campaign. It's always about the numbers. Whether that be numbers, whether that be numbers in reference to the amount of knowledge you might have, or whether it be the amount of paper you might have in your pocket, paper and ink. This journey that you and I have been on, let me get back to what I was talking about. This journey that you and I have been on has brought us to a place where, as a result of not only our traditions waxing worse, the things we've been doing waxing worse, forced and coerced, and most times, of course, full on, not really giving a darn, as a result of being dumbed down, programmed to be blissfully ignorant. A lot of us have fallen victim to the life of the streets, drugs, as a result of the emptiness, feeling as if you have no purpose. And these individuals feel as if it's a good idea for you to continue on praying that the Lord blesses you and gives you clarity, when that is no longer necessary. For we are at the end of a long electromagnetic journey, and folks, I can assure you, I'm going to prove that to you today. Before I continue, I would like to let all of you know that the shadow banning that's been taking place is a shadow banning that you are going to pay for. I told you earlier in the beginning of this program that I'm not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere. I also told you that we're going to allow you to have some fun a few months ago. At that time, I knew I would need some time to find out exactly who all of you are and what you've been up to. And Mr. Stephen Darby Ministries is a hijacking master. To all of you who've never seen any of my videos, Mr. Stephen Darby Ministries has literally hijacked everyone at my campaign, only to give you the impression that this gentleman in 2021, he is out of his mind. My goodness, he must have plagiarized everything Stephen Darby said in 2010. Because these are the date stamps that Mr. Darby places on his videos. And his videos are date stamped 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, 1 year. This individual is literally, if you look at his videos, very few have a title. Most of them are made to deflect your hope and faith in this moment. And all of them discuss a talking point. For instance, the red and the blue. Mr. Darby wants you to believe that God 10 years ago gave him a prophetic message that there would be an antichrist that would come talking about red and blue energy. Now that's witchcraft, y'all. That's witchcraft, y'all. Y'all heard. Listen, I'm not going to spend too much time with Mr. Darby because if you watch his videos, Mr. Darby has slipped up. You see, folks, you got to understand. I told you a year ago that I am going to shake many tables, and there would be many individuals who would become very agitated, and they have. And I also told you to brace yourselves for the great stand. And I'm sure you have. Because I know you see what's going on. As I've told you it would. Now, I have never seen Stephen Darby's videos until 3 months ago. You folks know that I don't put out a video every month. I hardly put out a video until I know it is certainly necessary. This man makes a video for every one of my talking points. As a matter of fact, the churches all over the world have now begun to tweak their understanding of the end times. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to rest assured. They are here and you are okay. If you are a true believer in righteousness and order, and you have the ability to break away from the stupidity that you know is not only going to bring you but your family down, your pets down, and the earth down. Yes, you. I'm talking to you only. I'm not talking to you who want to go along to get along, because you are soon to be gone. You don't truly want to put the brakes on. All someone has to do is give your ass $1 and all of a sudden or a card, and then, my goodness, you're ready to kill a whole damn island just to own it. Pirates. Stephen Darby, you're not dead. You're very well alive. What I'm wondering is how come you haven't talked about the Matrix? How come you haven't spent any time speaking about the Holy Bible's book of Numbers, chapter 3, verses 9 through 12, where the priest, the high priest, is talking to another priest in regards to us, the melanated children, magnetically with our consciousness. No differently than God drops ideas into our consciousness and blesses us because we're consciously connected to the Most High, something we can't see. No, that's a reflection of our unseen individual co-creative identity within our body. You truly have no awareness of anything you're talking about. And when you are talking, you sound confused. You sound as if you're leading people, directing them and steering them right into that perfect niche that they've been in for a very long time. Oh, y'all don't hear me. You see the enemy's coming. The enemy's coming. He's in our schools. He's in our churches, and we ain't been doing what we should be doing in the churches. Ladies and gentlemen, this man literally attempts to take on my whole narrative. But this won't happen because 10 years ago, Mr. Darby wasn't capable of telling you what I'm about to tell you. The completion of the story, the book of you. So what I'd like you to do, ladies and gentlemen, is please, if you can, sorry, I got my little kid here trying to climb up on me. If you can, I ask you to Have fun. Watch Stephen Darby. Have fun, but please don't send him any money. None of these people. None of these people are worthy of anything. The only life force on this planet worthy of anything at this moment is the earth and the animals who've suffered at our diabolical hand for thousands and thousands of years. Okay? They don't need to drink water that's poisoned and toxic. It's not hard to understand. These individuals are wolves. And they ask you at this very unstable time, where our environment is so unstable that the chances on us surviving over the next 10 years is slim to none. None of them talk about your responsibility at this moment. But they're all attempting to carry on the "we are forgiven for our sins" narrative, and we can continue on being superficial, artificial, destructive, and blissfully ignorant. And we'll pray about it. Well, sirs, ma'ams, those days are over. Mr. Stephen Darby, your days are over. And you can thank Mr. Darby for all the tornadoes, by the way. I told you that anytime you come against me, and I am advancing this very, very monumental campaign, you will be stopped. Didn't I? And kind of looks like you're headed for a lot of trouble, Mr. Darby. So if I were you, what I would do is stop making your videos. Because you cannot compete. You exist in a psychological horror show that you don't even understand. The box you're in, it's as solid as a 20-ton lead weight. And you can't even see it or perceive it. But it's very real. And I want you to know that I'm only going to make you look stupid. And the Guardians are only going to make you pay. So, please take my advice and get it together. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you see here, everything I have written there is written in small text. Okay? This is an awesome compilation of facts that exist in regards to our present electrochemical, magnetic, psychogenetic condition. All of this information is invincible. And I ask that after you hear this information, you will apply it to your life. And you will align your frequency with either darkness or light so that we can get this process moving. Yes, there may be a great war. So what? We're infinite beings, and this is our planet, and it is time for the planet to be renewed and restored. It's time for the great storm, the great rain. What does a great storm do? A great storm cleanses. So it is my wish that you and I will become the cleansed men and women that we are meant to be. No matter what your bloodline is, you have work to do. And I pity anyone who does not do the work. I would like to take a moment to pray to the High Council. Say a few words. I don't have to say audible words, but for you, and the sake of understanding what I am doing, I want you to hear the words. So, if we could bow our heads. Dearest guardians, guards of our three-divisional electrochemical magnetic radio frequency spectrum, guards to our unified connectivity, to humanity's unified connectivity. I thank you for this opportunity to reach out once again to our brothers and sisters. I thank you for using me as the vessel for this to happen. I know that you understand the difficulty in this process for me. I know that you're also well aware that I stand strong as possible at all times. I ask your guardians that as I speak these words, guardians, that you instill strength in your children as you've instilled it in me.